Struggling to focus while studying? Here's what's really holding you back. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Zachy, and today we're going to dive into something that many of us deal with: struggling to focus while studying. I mean, who hasn't sat down with their books, only to find their mind wandering all over the place? You're not alone in this. Sometimes, it feels like no matter how hard you try, your brain just refuses to cooperate. And let's be real, focus is tough to come by, especially when it feels like everything else is competing for your attention. But here's the thing. There might be something more going on than just the usual distractions or a lack of motivation. So stick around, because today we're going to uncover the real reasons why you might be having trouble focusing. And trust me, it's not what you think. All right, picture this. You're sitting at your desk, ready to study. You got your notebook, your pens, maybe even a cup of coffee to keep you energized. But then your mind starts to wander. It's not even about distractions like your phone or social media. Nope, it's much worse than that. You start thinking about random stuff: what you're going to eat for dinner, a conversation you had earlier, or what your friends are doing. You try to get back on track, but it's like your brain is just refusing to focus. You're not lazy, you're not procrastinating, and you're definitely not unmotivated. But the struggle to concentrate is real. So what's really going on here? It could be a lot more than just a temporary lack of focus. If this is happening to you, there could be something deeper that's affecting your ability to concentrate. Here's where it gets interesting. It could actually be depression. I know that sounds intense, but hear me out. Depression isn't always about just feeling sad or hopeless all the time. Yes, that's one of the major symptoms, but depression can show up in ways that you might not expect, like having trouble focusing, remembering things, and even staying on task for longer periods. Studies have shown that depression can literally change the way your brain functions. It's not just in your head, it's a real biological thing. The chemicals in your brain, like serotonin and dopamine, which are responsible for regulating mood and focus, get out of balance when you're depressed. As a result, focusing on things like studying becomes almost impossible. So, if you've been feeling like your mind is just all over the place, even though you're trying your best to concentrate, depression could be playing a part in that. It's not about just not trying hard enough. It's about your brain being affected in ways you may not even realize. But it's not only depression that can cause this lack of focus. Stress can also play a huge role in messing with your concentration. Let's be real, life is stressful. Between school, work, family, and everything else on your plate, it's no wonder that your mind feels overloaded. When we're stressed, our body releases cortisol, a hormone that helps us deal with pressure. But when there's too much cortisol in your system, it can actually impair your cognitive functions, like memory and focus. So if you're under constant stress, it's no surprise that your ability to concentrate on studying might be slipping. And the worst part? Stress is a silent killer of focus. You might not even realize how much stress is affecting you until you sit down to study and find that you can't remember anything you just read. And it's not just a temporary thing. It can last for days, weeks, or even months if left unchecked. Another huge factor that plays into your focus is sleep. How many of you have stayed up late trying to cram for an exam, only to find yourself completely wiped out the next day? Yeah, we've all been there. But the thing is, not getting enough sleep is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to poor concentration. When you're sleep deprived, your brain doesn't have the time it needs to recharge, and that affects your ability to think clearly and stay focused. When we don't get enough sleep, our brains are less efficient at processing information, which means we can't focus as well. Sleep is crucial for memory consolidation and focus, and without it, you're just not giving your brain what it needs to function at its best. So, if you've been skimping on sleep to get more studying done, it's a bit counterproductive. You're working harder, but your brain isn't working as efficiently as it could be. And honestly, this affects not just your study sessions, but your overall productivity as well. So, to recap, if you're struggling to focus, it could be due to depression, stress, or a lack of sleep. These aren't just minor issues. They can seriously affect your brain's ability to process information, retain memories, and focus on tasks. It's not about just trying harder. It's about addressing the root causes of your focus issues. And trust me, you're not alone in this. Now, I know all this can sound a little overwhelming, but don't worry. There are things you can do to improve your focus and get back on track. Here are some practical tips you can start using today. 1. Take care of your mental health. If you think that depression might be affecting your ability to focus, don't wait to reach out for help. Whether it's a close friend, a counselor, or a therapist, there's support available. You don't have to go through alone. 2. Manage stress. Try to find ways to reduce your stress, whether it's through physical activity, mindfulness exercises, or simply taking breaks throughout the day. Stress management is key to improving focus. 3. Prioritize sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sleep each night. 7 to 8 hours is ideal. Avoid caffeine late in the day, and try to wind down without screens before bed to improve your sleep quality. 4. Break your tasks into smaller chunks. Instead of trying to study for hours straight, break it down into manageable chunks. Use the Pomodoro technique, where you study for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break. This method helps you stay fresh and keeps your brain from getting overwhelmed. All right, guys, if you've been struggling with focusing while studying, don't stress about it too much. It's not just your fault. It could be tied to something bigger like depression, stress, or lack of sleep. But don't worry. With a little self-care, proper stress management, and better sleep, you'll be back on track in no time. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I'll be posting more tips on how to stay focused, stay healthy, and take control of your life. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram @Zakaprat for more updates.